Mile High Minute, you all know what it is. It's your homeboy Mr.Criminal. We posted up in the Mile High with Mile High Minute.
Yep.
And I want you guys to tap in, subscribe, like, all that. Tap in. Good
Much
people
love,
right here.
man.
Much love for your homeboy Mr.Criminal.
Mile High Minute, man, #1 blog in the universe, man. We got Mr.Criminal live in Denver, man. What's the word?
Right here chilling, homie, with Mile High Minute. I've been high in the Mile High City for a lot more than a minute in the last few days, though. What's cracking? How you guys doing?
Man. Doing good, man. I appreciate you for coming out. And what's dope is, like, we feel slept on when it comes to the rap scene. So when I see you tap in with Lil Nate, I was like, damn, that's respect.
Hell yeah.
He's trying to, like, really tap in with the community and shit out here.
Yeah, and we're tapped in with Lil Traveso before he passed away. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
man. I was
man.
one of the first people to chop it up with him as he was first getting his music out there.
Nah,
never had a chance to really connect like that, but yeah, we've been tapped in with my Colorado.
Hell yeah, man. So just like a quick background, you know what I'm saying, originally from LA?
Originally born in Whittier, California. Moved to Inland Empire as a youth. Moved back and forth due to my gang ties. You know, stuck in the streets and shit like that. Inland Empire to LA, and yeah, I'm by Coastal, I like to call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. What was life like growing up in LA? You know, that's where a lot of the style, the culture, you know, everything within like the rap scene originates from.
For sure. I would say growing up in Southern California, period, because I bounce all around the map.
Yeah.
I would say each location and region has a different something to offer and something that would add to like the way you come up and what you apply in the rap game. So in LA is a lot more fast paced. Everybody's like hustlers, everybody's quick. Every single block, the next block, you could be on the same streets in the next neighborhood. And IE was more like each city was a gang.
Right.
So it's a lot more open, a lot more, the regions were a lot more open, a lot more, I would say not as fast paced, you know what I'm saying? So it was easy to go to the IE and program after getting like the type of knowledge I was getting from LA, you know what I'm saying? So, not that they were slow or anything, it's just different pace, different. LA is like city life, like this, like every single day.
Right.
IE is more like, you know, they got more land, more stuff like that. So just different things to add, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah. What was life like before you got into the rap music? Were you like playing sports or anything like that?
I never played sports in my life, just street life, getting in a lot of trouble, breaking a lot of laws. I found time, passed a lot of time by trespassing when I was a little kid and breaking into buildings. Commercial burglary was like one of my first felonies and like charges. Yeah. And we were just kids. They used to have the store Circuit City. Remember Circuit City? It was like the old school Best Buy. Yeah. They used to have a warehouse right behind my house. So their security was lax. This was like 1994, 93. So we used to be up in there just taking shit, taking VCRs, microwave ovens, and over there leaving with boxes like this big and shit, popping them up in the neighborhood. And then we pay like the neighborhood crackhead dudes to take us to the pawn shop, break them off 50 to 100 bucks, and put a couple $100 in our pocket.
What ended up leading into like making music then? Like what inspired you? Who were you listening to growing up? Stuff like that.
Shit, I would say what made me want to make music realistically was having homies with brown skin not really truly being represented in the rap game. I felt like that's what was my main determining factor. But as far as influences, I would say Snoop Dogg, the Pogs, the Dre's, Eazy-E's, NWA's, the whole old school shit, same shit, that typical shit. Yeah,
all the West Coast shit. All right, so you bring up like, you know, the Chicano rap and like how it might not have been as big back when you started. What do you feel like are the main differences from when you first started, seeing the whole, you know, rap scene to now? Because now you got like, you know, blogs going crazy, you know, shout out Food Community, Latin Beast TV, things of that nature going crazy.
Well, we blew the shit up to a commercial worldwide status. Before us, it was Kid Frost La Raza, and he was like on the radio stuff, right? But there was nobody in the community moving like that, like really getting out and touching the people and rocking the crowds and going to Denver's and actually taking over the city. They cruise right here in Federal, and we would pull up 15 deep and the whole city would know we were here, and we'd stay out here for 4 or 5 days just taking over, being in the studio, stuff like that. So I feel like before us was like a lot of oldie beats, people rapping like Lil Rob over oldie beats, but we came in and we made it original, and we took it to a commercial level that was on the radio, and we took it to like movie levels and stuff like that. You know, I feel like it wasn't really represented like that until we got into it.
No, that's real.
So I feel like that's where it's at now, though. The doors are a lot more open than they were 10, 15 years ago.
A lot more open. That's good to hear. I seen you on Big Boy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
But like just seeing yourself on, you know, platforms like that, Vlad, I'm sure there's plenty of more. Like, what's it like getting the recognition, you know what I'm saying, after all the hard work and stuff you've been
It just feels like we're doing our job. At the end of the day, when you really believe in something, you stay grinding for what you believe in, like you're doing right now. We're in an alley right now, no excuses. You're going hard. Like, even though there was noise inside the hotel, we're still right here. You know, like, when you don't take no for an answer and no excuses, and you just grind, it can't be denied. So I feel like that's where it's at with it, you know? Just don't give up, don't stop what you believe in, you know?
No, that's real. All right, man. What kind of music you got on the way? You know,
I
shows,
got me
stuff
on the
like
way.
that.
I got a whole tour right now that we're on, like the 4th or 5th city right now, as far as the tour.
Yeah.
People are gonna keep coming through here, and we got new videos coming soon. I got a video dropping in like an hour with King Little G. I got a video dropping next week. After that, we got a song coming with Be Real from Cypress Hill. I got a song with Sugar Free right after that. I got the song.
Okay.
Yeah, we just building up, bro. We're just building up on some organic shit. All these people are like natural relationships, you know. Baby Bash, Frankie J, that's a follow single. It's called Choosing. And Gaga, the new album, and podcasting. That's what we're working on right now. Me and my girl, Bonnie and Clyde. You can follow her at his baby girl _crime family.
You got a deep catalog, you know what I'm saying? All the names you brought up, you got some with Fat Joe. Like, what makes you want to work with a lot of people and have those organic relationships, and what's the important to networking?
I would say what made me want to do it is, again, the initial goal was to bring Latin rappers from Southern California that walk around that they call quote unquote gangsters, cholos, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a bad look. When we talk about fools, like fool community, I feel like that whole fool and the sock shit, that's lame to me. Like there's real gangsters out there that you would never speak like that to a person. Like internet, we make it funny and all that, right?
Yeah.
But we come from a real culture that's real strong and it's real. So I feel like the respect's not there even from our own people. So I got in this game to show respect musically, and I still feel like we don't have what it takes as far as a community to embrace our own people to take a superstar to the next level. So once we do that and we make it, it's not cool to laugh at a motherfucker with a ball head. It's not cool to joke about a homie that's gangbanging. Like, when we actually take it serious, because it's not funny. Half the motherfuckers that will post that shit, you go to any fool that they talk shit on and be like, hey, fool, sock check. They'll probably stab you in the fucking neck. You know what I mean? So let's keep it real and authentic within ourselves. And once we embrace that, we're gonna be unstoppable.
Okay, on my way over here, I was watching the interview you did with Lil Nate last night, and one of the topics was like, just, you know, not dissing, having respect in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So you could have more longevity. And obviously, you've built a lot of longevity with your career. So, what do you feel like is to that? What's the importance of having longevity, being respectful, but still, you know, pushing that line, pushing your brand out there?
Well, most of us come from real street lives, right? And if you don't, you can tell the ones that don't, because they come in the game and they're just like on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But the ones that really come from street life appreciate the struggle. We appreciate shedding blood. We appreciate burying our homies and appreciating not that, but appreciate having the opportunity to not be there, not be in jail, not all that. So when you do that, you take your craft serious. You're not gonna go and disrespect another man just for some views, for some attention. You're gonna learn how to get it out the mud. It's like how I said last night. Like, you don't go on the next man's block and be like, hey, these fools are killing me. Everyone's balling in this neighborhood. These fools are rolling D's. These motherfuckers are chained up. Everybody got watches. I'm gonna roll right here and step on everybody's toes and say, fuck everybody, I'm slanging my shit. And I'm gonna be the loudest motherfucker on the block. I'm gonna get clipped like this, right? Yeah. So I feel like those same type of principles need to be applied to the rap game. And I feel like more organic and authentic people need to get in it. And once us as a committee of Chicano rappers, because there's only a certain amount of us that have sold millions of records and made millions of dollars. It's me, Capone, King Little G. I don't even know very many more than that. I would say it's just us three, right? Yeah. Maybe Little Rob did good as far as his music, but I don't think he's on the millionaire business entrepreneur status, right? That comes from a different mentality. I feel like once us as a committee closes out all the bullshit, and we say it's not cool to do that, it's not cool to do that, and shut down all the bullshit, then that's when it will be taken serious right now. Right now, just everybody's running free, dissing, the food community's posting, this man's dissing this man, this man's dissing this man. Yeah. That's the circus and clown shit going on. No, that's real. Okay, man. How do you feel like there could be more peace? And even not even necessarily just in Chicano hip hop, because we see this in all genres of hip hop, right? What do you think the rap music needs for like more peace and stuff like that? Well, it goes back to the street shit and the rap shit with a lot of motherfuckers coming from streets. A lot of people have egos and they get bruised when it comes to hip hop. It's a fine line that people can't cross, right? So if you're able to put the music and keep it professional and keep the street shit for the street shit, I think we'll be all right. I think people need to take the craft more serious, and not keep everything about streets and banging and check-ins and all this bullshit that people try to put. That to me, it just covers up the fact that their music is whack. You know what I mean? Like if your music is whack, you're gonna have to come up with these other ideas and these other topics to keep your name relevant, because your music isn't doing it for you. So you're gonna have to run around and do stupid shit on camera. You're gonna have to run around and say everybody has to check in with me or whatever, like that type of shit that is a culture from each coast. Because there's fools, we got 6ix9ine in the East Coast, we got people in Chicago doing that shit. There's people in LA doing that shit that nobody takes serious. People just, it's like literally like just something that people market themselves with.
Right.
Nobody in the streets actually takes that shit serious.
No, that's
so I feel like once people move with respect and come from an organic and authentic place within themselves, then we'll be in a better place.
No, that's real.
Everybody got to play the position.
As we brought up earlier, you know, you linked with Lil Nate last night. You know, him, rest in peace, Lil Travi, they were going crazy in the Springs, you know, not necessarily known as like a hip-hop hub per se. So, like, what do you think Lil Nate needs to do to get to that even bigger level? You feel me? He's already big. He's one of the biggest artists out here, if not the biggest. Yeah. But, like, what do you feel like he needs to do to get to, like, that next level, too?
Expand his mind. Number one, he needs to read and educate his brain, because he's now in a position where people are going to ask him questions. He's now in a position where he's looked at as somebody that people want to be like or follow, right? So when he gets put in these positions to be asked key questions, he needs to be ready to come with it. He needs to know his business. He needs to know how to close deals, facilitate deals. He's in a position where he could change his life for a long time in the long term. And I really, really have faith in the little homie. I think he's doing good. So anything I'll tell anybody, and it's not just to him, it's to me, a little young criminal, pick up a book, read, educate yourself, because when people talk to us, they want that confidence. They want you to look dead in their eyes. They want you to not look down. They want you to be able to answer your shit. They want you to be able to hold your own mentally, so they could take you serious to get to the next level of life. And I feel like those are the opportunities. Like the little homie didn't even know what a red carpet was, and that's no fault to him. But maybe when I was that age, I didn't either, because we're in the street life, right? But that's an opportunity that might be for him in the future. So if he educates himself properly, that could be something that is a door that opens to him organically, you know? So I would say educate and surround yourself and wrap yourself with the right people and focus on business. When you have an opportunity like this, you either got the street shit or the music shit. You can't look back in 10 years and be like, damn, I fucked that shit off because I wasn't focused, or I was too much in the streets or whatever it was, you know?
No, that's
what I feel like.
Where did the name Mr.Criminal come from?
I was one of the most active homies in my neighborhood and around any of my homies growing up, from fighting to breaking into shit to stealing cars. And I was just an all-around with it little homie. Like, I didn't really have places to go home at night. My mom and me bumped heads a lot. I was on the run a lot. So my way of having acceptance with my homies, I didn't even know it. I was doing it subconsciously. I realized when I was an adult. But I was trying to show off, like, hey, they were like, damn, that's a hard ass car right there, dog. Fuck it. So now I'm gonna try to jack that. I'm like, I'm gonna go jack it in 10 minutes. Like, I'll always be trying to impress them, so I would have that embracement. So I had someone to sleep at night. So the homies would be like, the little homie's down, fool, let him sleep at your house. You know what I mean? So I would notice the more I would put in work like that and do shit like that, the more people would be proud of me and want to take me under their wing. So that's how I got my name Criminal. All the little homies would be like, this fool's down for whatever type of shit.
And now, like, did you just decide to run with that when you started rapping too? You're just like, fuck it? Or did you ever like...
My name was Criminal in the streets. And my homies used to call me Crime Time. Most of my homies call me Crime Time. But yeah, when I got in the rap game, everybody was Mr. Little, Esse. I'm not going to be no Esse. We don't really talk like that in my neighborhood. We're a little bit more advanced. I mean, homies do say it, but we don't like call ourselves Esse this, Esse that. And then Little, there's nothing little about me. I'm big, everything. I was one of my tallest homies since I was a kid. 15 years old, taller than most of my homeboys already in their 30s, 25, you know? So I figured Mr. fit me right because that was the direction I was going. I was becoming a man. I was starting to boss up and level up in the game, and it just felt like the right fit.
No, that's real. All right, man. Well, shit, you got a dope show on the way tonight. You're on tour right now.
Yes, sir.
Talked about the new music on the way, man.
Shit, God got me. It's on the way. We got this new music. It's my testimony on records. I feel like a lot of people have been through a lot in their lives and could relate to what I go through. My story is no different. It's just a different person, a different name, a different number, right? The struggle might have been a little younger than most, but it's still relatable. So at the end of the day, I just put down what I feel organically in my heart and what people relate to and the struggles that people might go through. and the ambitions that we all want, what we chase, our dreams, our goals, and that's what God got me. It's my testimony, it's my ambitions, it's my dreams come true on wax.
Yeah.
It's my celebration of life.
No, that's real. All right, man. Well, where can people find you on the social medias, all that, man? Let them know.
Google search Mr. Criminal, you'll find me anywhere. Google search any social media with my name and it'll pop up. It's the first thing.
Oh yeah, man. Can I get a shout out from Mile High Minute one time? Mile
High Minute, you don't know what it is. It's your homeboy Mr. Criminal. We posted up in the Mile High with Mile High Minute.
Yep.
And I want you guys to tap in, subscribe, like, all that. Tap in. Good
Much
people
love,
right here.
man.
Much love for your homeboy Mr. Criminal.
Much love. Make sure y'all comment down below your favorite Mr. Criminal song in the comments, man. Yeah. And let us know who you want to see next, man. Mile High Minute, #1 blog in the universe. We out.